The launch of the dual Donegal International Rally for 2015 taking place here at Ungreenan Theatre in Letterkenny tonight. Donegal TV have come along to the launch, and we've been talking to the chairman of the Donegal Motor Club, Brogan, and to former winner of the Donegal International Rally, Garry Jennings. Well, a couple of years ago, Garry Jennings came across the ramp, winning the Donegal International Rally. One of the big moments in your career, Garry, and I suppose for you, who'd been coming so often, finally winning it was a great boost, and you're back again to have another go this year.
Yeah, that's right, Charlie. It's one of them rallies you go to as a child and you hear everybody talking about, and till eventually win it was unbelievable. But it's proven very, very hard for me to win it the second time.
Yeah. Put it into some perspective in terms of rallies around the country and perhaps in UK and Scotland and Wales. How big is Donegal in terms of the drivers, the way the drivers view it?
Well, I don't think there's any rally in Europe that compares to Donegal, and that's not an overstatement. Anybody in the rallying circle anywhere in Europe knows about Donegal Rally and how much it means to everybody. I think just even the crowds here, from Friday right through until Monday when everybody goes home, it's just unbelievable.
And of course we talk about the classic stages, and I was talking to the clerk of the course, Eamon McGee. He was telling me a few changes this year. Have you had a chance to have a look at them?
No, Charlie, we'll see them this weekend, but yeah, a change is always very good. We look forward to changes. It gives probably the drivers that rely on pace notes, a bit of an advantage, because if you go over the same stages year by year, it gets a bit boring. But I love getting on the new stages, and yeah, there's a couple of changes this year.
Yeah. So that'll be a challenge. Obviously, the concentration has to be at the optimum anyway in Donegal. But with the new stages, Garry, maybe take everybody a little bit of while to settle into them.
Yeah, without a doubt. We were 3 days recce, so we'll get over the stages 3 or 4 times, and in Ireland we make good pace notes, so we'll be very, very safe. But always the first time through the stage, a wee bit nervous, just in case something you didn't pick up the weekend before when you're over it. But after that, it'll be on the limit again.
Yeah. And of course, I know it's an old cliche as well, but Friday's a settling in day. I mean, you can't win the rally on the Friday, but you certainly can lose it, and that's happened often in the past where people have perhaps pushed it a bit too much on the Friday and then either gone out or given themselves too much to do over Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, without a doubt, Charlie. I think that happened to us the last 2 years. We didn't go hard enough on the Friday, just sat back that little bit. But I think this year, with the Boyles and Donegal on the pace they're on, it's going to have to go from the very first stage on Friday morning. We're going to have to go for it. And Donegal is very tactical. It's very hard to get time, but it's easy to lose time. And it's about having a bit of luck for 3 days and making no mistakes.
Yeah. The boys haven't had much luck this year, and Donegal's been the man to beat, really, hasn't he? His form's been incredible, really.
Yes, without doubt. Any rallies we've been on this year with the boys, we've had a bit of bad luck, but hopefully we're coming here with a clean slate.
Okay. Just say.
Hopefully we're coming here with a clean slate. Boyles have a new car. My car's after getting a full rehaul. Everything's rebuilt. So coming here, hopefully there should be no mechanical issues, and it should be a real good battle.
Okay. Second victory for Garry Jennings would be a nice one.
Yeah, it would, Charlie. But my objective is to get around in probably the 3 days, be safe, and have a good party on Sunday night.
Okay. Well, Brian, we're here for the launch of the dual Donegal International Rally. Only a couple of weeks to go now. It's been a big build-up, but exciting times here.
It's a great time, Charlie. It's good to be sitting now this close to it, and on Friday week we'll be heading down through the ramp and heading out to the stages, and it's a great buzz, in town and around the county and even around the country at this minute,
Yeah. New sponsor, that's a big boost, really, a commitment for the next 3 years.
Yeah, dual. It's a big catch for us, to be honest, and it secures the rally now for the next 3 years at least, and we'll hope that they'll stay on after that. They'll get an eye-opener next Friday when they see the amount of people that's about here and supporting it and supporting our event along with them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking, there's been much talk about the fact that it's still a 3-day event, Brian, but when you see the entry list and when you see the reserve list, it's an indication that it's right to keep it what it is.
It is, there's no doubt, and there was, for a few years people were saying it was time to cut things back, but after the entry that we have received in the last month, there's one thing sure, that that's not going to be changing here anytime soon.
Yeah. And we can't underestimate how important this is to the whole county of Donegal, with the number of people that will be coming in for the event over the 3 days and perhaps even a bit longer.
Absolutely, Charlie. There's not a B&B or hotel, or even I would say at this stage a hen house even left now that somebody looking to get into. So you're upwards of 70,000 people coming in here over the period of next weekend. So, and taking in the region of 25 million euro to the town. We need the lick of this in the county, and we can't afford to lose. We have to keep pushing on with the lick of this.
Sure. And finally, Brian, something the Motor Club talk about regularly, and rightly so, the safety aspect, appealing to everybody to keep safe on the stages and particularly off the stages.
Absolutely, Charlie. This rally wouldn't happen here for the likes of the residents that we have, for the likes of the Gardaí, for the marshals that we have on the road, and all the officials that we have, but we need the people on the stages to heed them, to work with them, that they're there for their safety and the safety of others. So if you just at this time over the weekend to heed the marshals and think safe and be safe and leave the hard driving to the people on the closed roads.
And everybody will enjoy themselves if that happens, Brian.
Exactly, Charlie, exactly.
Charlie Collins for Donegal TV at Greenon Theatre in Letterkenny.